Here we go.
Hello.
Hi. Can you guys see us? Can we get?
Yes. Can you see and hear us?
Yeah, we can actually see both. We're gonna get a little bit. We're gonna close some blinds so we can maybe see you better, or maybe hit the lights in the back or something. Maybe, Mr. Roden, maybe. Thank you so much for Skyping with us. We have.
It's our pleasure. Yeah. Oh my God. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing in there? That's quite a few little kids.
Yeah, we're excellent. Actually, Cruz is going to introduce us to you, and we can just get the call started. Thank you.
That sounds great.
Hi, Charlie, and hi, Meryl. Today we are live from Park Street in Ohio. Park Street Intermediate, and we have 52 students in our class, and thank you for calling with us.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah. All right, well, we have a lot of questions, but we didn't know if you wanted to say anything to kind of get started, and then we can maybe do a little question and answer.
Absolutely. Well, we want to say how excited we are to be paired with you guys. We've had so much fun sending you, the first half of our videos this year, and we can't wait to share some more videos with you guys after the holiday season. But I think that we're so excited to talk to you guys about these issues because they're issues that we definitely learned along the way. We learned when we were your age, when we were older. And so to share the things that we've learned in school and in skating with you guys is really exciting for us. And it's really an honor to get a chance to continue to talk with you guys throughout the school year. So thank you for allowing us to be a part of your classroom.
Yes, thank you for welcoming us in, and we're excited to answer your questions.
Excellent. So who do we have first here? Gabriella? All right, Gabby's going to come up.
Awesome.
All right, here she is.
Hi, Gabriella.
Hi.
Hi.
I know you guys are still in school, so what do you guys plan to do when you get out of school?
Celebrate. So yeah, we are both students at the University of Michigan, but it's been really difficult for us to get our undergraduate degrees there just because we've been so busy with our figure skating, I guess. And so we're juniors. We're about halfway through. We're powering. We're doing everything we can. And I think we feel very fortunate that we're as far as we are. As far as what we do after, it's a big question mark, I think, for both of us. We've been using so much of our mental power on figure skating. We really haven't been able to focus on, too many of our interests outside of the sport. So as we finish our undergraduate degrees, I think we're really going to start to explore, what it is we're most passionate about outside of the sport, and we can turn into a real job.
All right.
Yeah,
good question.
That's a great question.
All right. Jackson's up.
All right. How would being on the road affect being at school?
Can you say that one more time?
How would being on the road affect being at school?
That's a good question. Well, sometimes we take online classes in university, which is not as much fun because it's so much fun being a part of the classroom and getting a chance to talk with your classmates about what you're learning about. But for us, it makes sense sometimes to take online classes so that we can keep up while we're traveling. But most of the time, we just take classes at school, and then we talk to the teachers before we leave. We talk to them when we get back, and usually they're really helpful about helping us sort of make up the work that we miss and try to figure out how to stay on top of things. But I think the most challenging thing for us in that respect is budgeting our time wisely. Making sure that we leave enough time ahead of time before we have to turn in assignments and things like that to make sure that we're not waiting until the last minute so we don't have to do it like the day we're competing, for example, or something like that. So it's a good question, and it's something that we've had to really work with for a long time. Good question.
All right. Melena's next.
So, I'm Elena, and I was wondering, how did you two meet?
So we grew up skating at the same skating rink. We both started at the age of 5 at the Detroit Skating Club, which is not actually in downtown Detroit. But we just happened to be at the same rink, and I think we didn't really talk to each other, but we knew of one another. And my coach decided that we would look good as a little team. We started skating together when we were 8 and 9. How old are you guys?
11.
Okay, so you're a little older than we were when we first started skating together. And so we had no idea what we were doing. We had us try out together and just skate around the rink a little bit. And our parents had no idea what was happening. And we're like, oh, it was fun, so we'll keep doing it. And we really enjoyed it. So 18 years later, here we are.
How did you know that you wanted to be an ice skater?
That's a good question. Yeah, we started skating, like Charlie said, when we were 5. And, at that point, we didn't know that that's what we would be doing until we're almost 30, which is crazy. Don't tell us how old we are. We're all scared. But, so we just kind of fell in love with it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys play sports or maybe play musical instruments or things like that. And when it's something that you love, you just don't really think about it. You just want to keep doing it. And so I think that was really what kept us coming back to the ice rink. And I think by the time we reached maybe like 16, 17 years old, I think that's when we really reached a point and decided that it was something that we wanted to pursue sort of into adulthood. And so it took a really long time for us to figure out that it was going to be such a long career for us. But really, it was just a result of falling in love with it and really enjoying what we do.
My name is Taylor, and how long does it take you guys to come up with one routine?
Good question, Taylor. For each routine, it's sort of a different process. It depends on what the music is first and foremost. So we did a program in 2010 that was to Bollywood music that comes from India, and so to do that properly, we had to meet with an instructor who was very knowledgeable about Bollywood, and we had to learn all these steps on the floor first, and then we took it out on the ice and worked with our skating coach, and she made it into a skating program. So that took a little bit longer, but we really wanted to invest ourselves and make sure it was 100% correct. But our free dance that we did at the Olympics, was more of a classical piece of music, more balletic. We were able to just work with our ballet teacher and our figure skating coach. And, they have so much experience, they're so brilliant that they were able to knock it out relatively quickly. Maybe even faster than that sentence that I just spoke. And so it just really depends. But you always want to take your time and make sure you're getting it right, because each program that you do, you keep it for the entire season. You don't keep changing programs. So it's really important. Good question.
Hi, my name is Kaylee, and my question is, how many days a week do you practice?
That's a great question. We've been skating about 5 days a week since we were about 18. When we were younger, we skated 6 days a week just because we would really only skate maybe like an hour a day, an hour and a half a day. But now we skate like roughly 4 hours a day. And then we do a little bit of working out, and we do some ballet classes and things like that. So 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, but it's all day. That's a good question too.
Sometimes people help you pursue your dreams. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Good question. Yes, definitely. We did not do this by ourselves. And it's interesting when you're at the Olympics, when you're competing, that moment, your program, that's what the whole world sees, and they think that that's just how you are all the time, and that, you don't really, obviously you practice, but like that it's just expected, and I think a lot of the world misses out on just how much it takes to get there, and, the time, the money, the energy, and, there really is no way of becoming successful in a sport like ice dancing if you don't have the support of, first and foremost, your coaches and family. And both of us are so very fortunate to have, families that supported us. Our moms in particular became nationally known, as the moms. They came to all of our competitions with us and made sure that we were always comfortable, even if we were halfway across the world. And to have that kind of support from your family just really means everything. And then of course our friends, as you guys know, when you're in a classroom, when you're playing sports or whatever, if your friends are there supporting you, it just makes your life easier. We're very lucky to have close friends both in skating and out of skating who were always there for us. And so we urge you guys to remember that. First of all, don't be afraid to ask your friends for support when you need it, because there's always something that's going to come up that's going to be difficult. If you're not feeling great, or you've got a game or something that you want to invite them to and cheer you on or whatever, and then just always be there for each other, because it makes a difference. Look at us, we're Olympic champions, and we're telling you definitely it makes a big difference. So you have to believe us.
My name is Sydney, and when I grow up, I want to be a singer and make my dreams come true like you guys did. What advice would you give to people who want to be like you?
That's amazing. That's so exciting. I think one of the things that I would advise you to do would be to, like Charlie started to talk about, have a support system. People who are going to be there for you, people who maybe understand what it takes to get there. Research it and find out the best way to kind of make your way into that line of work. Finding mentors, people who come ahead of you and can kind of show you the ropes, whether it's the difficulties or just showing you the right thing to do, I think is really important. And Charlie and I definitely had a lot of really positive role models and mentors. And so I think just approaching everything the right way and having someone kind of help you figure out how to do that is really, really important. Good question.
Hi, my name is Trey, and I would like to know, do you like being part of Classroom Champions?
Yes, you guys can't see, but I'm wearing my Classroom Champions jacket. I wear it proudly all over the place. And yes, we are incredibly proud to be a part of this organization. For us, our whole lives, education was the most important thing, more important than figure skating. That's the reason why we're still in university. And, to have the opportunity to be able to give back, as Olympic athletes and help kids, learn new things or have a different outlook, whatever it is in the classroom, and just make a difference. For us, it's like a dream come true. And, and something else we learned once we were in Classroom Champions was just what a positive effect all you guys have on us. And, we see how hard you're working. We see that you're, always striving to improve and learn new things. And for us, that's very motivational, and that's very important to us as well. So it's not just like we're talking at you. You guys are sending us great stuff and helping to motivate us. So it really works both ways. And, as we talk about in community, that's really what works, so well is everyone helping each other. And that's what Classroom Champions is about.
Right before the call, we actually watched your gold medal winning performance to kind of give us a little bit of inspiration.
Yeah.
And so I think that Renee's question comes from that.
Okay, perfect.
What is your greatest stunt that you've ever performed?
Our greatest step?
Yeah.
Well, I think the most difficult trick that we've ever performed was at the beginning of the program that you guys just watched. It was a move where I kind of went down past Charlie, and then he swings me up, and he pulls me back on his back. Did you guys see that one at the beginning?
That first lift that we did, yeah. It took us a while to get that.
It took us over 2 years to figure out how to do that, because to figure out the timing of when to swing up, when to pull in, and sort of how hard to pull, and how to compensate for my weight was really, really challenging.
Yeah.
And it's scary. And, what we do is definitely dangerous on the ice. And so making sure that we're being safe and not sort of rushing into things that we're not ready for is really important. So I think that's probably the most difficult thing that we've done.
Definitely.
Okay. Angelina?
Good question.
Hi, my name is Angelina, and we got to work with
special needs at our school. And I wanted to ask you, have you ever worked with people like special needs?
We haven't worked with anyone with special needs individually, have we?
No, we just went to an event for the Special Olympics a couple months ago, and that is mainly for athletes with mental disabilities. And so it's people who are challenged in a different way. And so we didn't really work with them, but getting a chance to see their excitement and see this opportunity that they wouldn't necessarily have otherwise is really special. And so I hope you guys, I'm sure you guys experience the same thing in working with special needs people. Not only is it exciting for them to get a chance to do things and learn things that are more challenging for them, but it's so personally satisfying to get a chance to help someone else. And I think that's a really important rite of passage for people to learn how good it feels to be there for someone else. So hopefully you guys have that experience as well.
Excellent. Ellen? Yes, you? All right.
My name is Owen, and roller skating and ice skating kind of have like their likes and dislikes. And when you started ice skating, did you ever try roller skating too?
That's an interesting question, and it was not something that we used as a tool. But there have been several very, very successful figure skaters who started off roller skating. Tara Lipinski is the first one that comes to mind. And you guys may not be familiar with her. She does commentary now for figure skating, but she won the Olympics as a single lady in 1998. She came from Texas, and that was how she started skating. But we grew up rollerblading for fun with our friends, and I played rollerblade hockey. No, and in fact, it's probably something that could be useful if you were able to kind of find a way to use it in the right way, and definitely something to think about. Good question.
Hi, my name is Kenneth, and I wonder, where do you guys practice at?
We practice outside of Detroit in Michigan. Do you guys know where that is?
Yes.
Right above you guys. And so we practiced there for a long time. We're from the Detroit area, so it's really nice. We didn't have to move far away from our families or anything like that to train and get ready for the Olympics.
We're actually at the rink right now. You can see that thing in the background is a ballet bar. We stole the ballet room yeah, there it is. You can see it back there. We stole the ballet room for a little privacy, but we're at the rink right now.
Very cool. All right, Grant?
Yeah.
You ask that one, and Xander, come on up.
My name is Grant. What is your favorite thing to do at free time?
In our free time? Oh, good question. Well, I have two super cute little dogs that I like to play with. I live in Ann Arbor, and there's lots of cool parks around, so I like to get out. And have you ever seen, on bikes they have that little thing you can attach to the back that people put their babies in? Have you guys seen those before?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay, so I got that, and we put our dogs in that, so we could go biking and bring them to the park, and then let them out and run around with them there. Oh yeah, wait, here's a picture of my dogs. Yeah, they're super cute. So that takes up most of my free time.
Hello. I am taking classes right now, so if I'm not working on stuff for skating or I'm trying to organize things, I am usually doing some schoolwork. One of the interesting things about being an adult is that you always have something you can do. So enjoy being kids now. Because even when you have free time, you either, you can pay your bills, or you can clean, or go grocery shopping, so enjoy being able to play while you can.
Hi, my name is Xander, and I was wondering, what was your favorite subject in school?
Growing up, my favorite subject in school was science, because I always found that I enjoyed the other subjects, but with science, it's one of those things where you can blows your mind sometimes, and just you had no idea some of these things were possible or how it worked, and then when it's explained to you, it's so interesting that you can understand this concept that you had totally no idea how it worked before. So growing up, that was always my favorite, and through high school, I just loved chemistry, but yeah, so science.
I always loved foreign languages. Do you guys take any Spanish or anything like that? Do you take Spanish?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Yeah, so I more so once I got to college, but I was always really fascinated by foreign cultures and just the way people kind of relate to one another, and so foreign language was a really cool way for me to kind of tap into that.
Hi, I'm Gabriella, and how did it feel when you won the gold medal, and do you have the gold medal to show us?
Oh no, we don't. We'll do it next time. That'll be what you guys can look forward to the next time we have our little video chat. We'll bring it and hold it up to the camera. But winning the gold was obviously amazing. In 2010, we won the silver medal, and that was great. That was amazing. And then but at that point, once you already had the silver medal, the pressure's on. There's only one step you can go up. We had to win the gold medal. So we worked as hard as we could. We dedicated the next 4 years of our lives to just improving as figure skaters in every way, making the most of all of our time on the ice, eating right, sleeping right, 100% correct preparation. And to have something that you focus on like that pay off, it really, when people say dream come true, I mean, that's what it felt like. It just was unreal. And I think for both of us, we're still getting used to the idea of being Olympic champions.
Very cool. I know that we have to wrap up pretty soon, but I was actually going to have a few students come up and talk about the goals that they've already accomplished. Back in September, we set some goals, and I know some students have already told me that they've accomplished their goals. So Aiden, you want to come on up? And Cruz? Aiden, can you tell us about your goal?
My goal was to go down the ramp at Grove City Skate Park, and I actually did it. It was it was actually really steep, and I actually finally did it. It was
That's awesome.
That's really impressive. Were you on a skateboard?
No, I was on my bike.
Oh, on your bike. Wow. So it's just you're just going straight down, eh? Yeah, I've seen those. Props to you, man. I don't think I could do it. That's really impressive. Good job.
Thank you.
Yay, that's awesome.
At LCOB, which is Little Theater off Broadway, I accomplished my goal by getting a part in the play that was being
nice.
there.
All right. What was the play?
It's called Twinderella.
All right. Very cool. Congratulations, buddy.
All right. Is there anybody else who?
Yeah. Now you gotta work hard and make sure you do a great job with the part.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just do two more here. Go ahead, Zoe.
Yeah.
My name is Zoe, and my goal was to teach my baby brother how to walk. And first off, when I taught him, he only did 2 steps at a time, and then he did 5, and then he got more. And then now he's walking so fast, he's kind of running kind of now.
That's so cool. Way to go.
And before we go, I had a special request from a student, so they have to ask you this question. Matthew?
Okay, yes.
Hi, my name is Matthew, as you just heard from Mrs. Press, and my question is, why do you do this at the end of every video?
Oh, why do we go like this?
Yes.
It's just our silly way of saying goodbye. I don't know. Honestly, I've never really thought about it.
I haven't either.
It's kind of a weird wave, I guess. I never.
We're so excited
We're
to
all right, yay! Perseverance.
Because one wave, he's kind of
Yeah, I mean.
we're so excited.
Love school.
No, we definitely think you should keep up the double wave.
Okay, don't worry. Now
they
we're
look forward
definitely
to it.
now we're gonna do it twice as fast.
Yeah. And we expect to see that like in future competitions, like at
Yes,
the end
absolutely.
of like we need
Anytime
to
we're
add
on
that.
television, really, just expect us to be like, all right, thanks for having us on. I'll be like,
That's like in January when you guys see it going like this, you know it's for you guys.
That's
Like a
right.
special shout out to your classroom champions. Like we would be the only ones that
That's right. You're the only ones that are gonna know.
Right. You gotta keep that up. So I don't know if you guys have. I think you have another class to call. Is that correct? Or
Yeah, we got another class.
All right, guys. I think it's time to do the special wave. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
All right. I think we need
That's
to do the
just
special wave.
Yay! Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. We'll be sending you lots of videos. Keep up the good work. Bye.